Hi, I'm Megan Holden. I'm the College and Career Readiness Counselor at Bay High School. Today, I'm going to be walking you through the College Credit Plus portion from our College Credit Plus and AP night that we held on January 24th. If you are watching this and you would like to register your attendance, please scan the QR code and it'll direct you to a Google form that will allow you to log that you did, in fact, watch this video. So on January 24th, we covered both College Credit Plus and AP and some of the similarities and differences there. I'm only going to cover the College Credit Plus portion. This material is required by the state of Ohio to count as a counseling session. Every family is required to receive a counseling session before engaging in College Credit Plus. So this will serve as your counseling session. Okay, so getting into College Credit Plus, what is it? This is Ohio's dual enrollment program. It means that it is a program where students are able to take courses that count simultaneously for high school credit and college credit. So this is free for all students who live in Ohio, and students in grades 7 through 12 can participate. So there are a variety of classes that you can take through this program. You can take classes through any public high school or any public college or university in the state of Ohio. And you can take them at the college, you can take them at high school here. We offer 5 CCP classes on site. I'll talk more about that in a second. Or a lot of students take them online. A lot of students take them asynchronously, either in place of or in addition to a high school class. So students can enroll in any of the college courses that they would like to, and the college will help you through that process. Um, Tri-C, for example, offers over 1,000 College Credit Plus classes. There are a ton of options. When you take a class, uh, a typical college class is worth 3 college credit hours, and that is worth 1 high school credit. So you can use that in place of any of your like English, math, science, social studies, graduation requirements. You can use it as an elective. You can use it as a health class, a financial literacy requirement, anything other than gym. These are the 5 classes that we offer at Bay. So these are teachers who have been certified through a college or university to teach their class using the college's curriculum for that class here at Bay. So the first one we offer is CCP Computer Science Principles. That's taught by Mr. Nybecker through Cleveland State. We offer College Composition 1, that's offered by Mrs. Renfro through Kent State. And then after you've finished French 3, if you choose to continue on, in lieu of French 4 and French 5, we offer CCP Intermediate French 1 and CCP Intermediate French 2. So those are still taught at Bay by Madame Eisenhower, and those are taught through Tri-C. And then new this year, we're going to have a class taught by Mr. Graham called College Algebra that will also be taught through Tri-C. That'll be available to seniors. So this would be a really good option for seniors who are planning to go to college, but maybe not major in a STEM area. So if you're looking into a STEM field or a sciences, engineering, they're still going to want to see for your college application calculus or um, an advanced rigorous math class. And not that college algebra isn't, but that's what those programs will look for. College algebra is a great way for like a future humanities major, um, something like that to get their general education math requirement out of the way. So I would really encourage seniors who are not going down like the AP calculus route or something to look into college algebra. So most you have to successfully complete the course in order to earn credit. So if you take an AP class, you only earn college credit if you score a 3 or higher. And when you take a CCP class, you pass the class as long as you get a D or higher. So it's kind of more guaranteed for you to get college credit through CCP, again, as long as you pass the class. So if a student fails or withdraws, that still goes on the transcript. So this is a really important part to remember about this process. When you start a CCP program, you are starting your college transcript. It doesn't matter if you are in seventh grade or 12th grade. These are college level classes and they will appear on both your high school transcript and your college transcript. So these are GPAs and grades that are going to follow you into your post secondary career. CCP at Bay High School is weighted the same as an equivalent AP course. So what that means is if we have an AP course in that subject area, for example, math, science, social studies, English, if you take that course through CCP, you will also get your grade weighted on a 5.0 scale. If you take CCP in an area that we do not offer an AP course, such as business or health, you will not receive a weighted grade. So your college transcript will reflect your grade, whether you fail, get an A, that will continue on with you through college. So in order to participate, first is eligibility. A student is eligible for CCP if they earn a certain score on the SAT or the ACT, if they have at least a 3.0 GPA unweighted, and if they do have less than a 3.0 but a 2.75 or greater, and they've earned an A or B in a relevant high school course, then colleges will admit you. At the end of the day, whether or not you are eligible is really up to the individual university that you're doing your CCP with. So that brings us to step two, which is college admission. The student must apply for admission at each university. So I want to stress this. If you tell us, hey, I want to do college credit plus at Tri-C, we do not enroll you, we don't apply for you. The student is responsible to apply for admission. You have to meet their college requirements, and it's up to the college to decide whether or not they're going to admit you. A student can do College Credit Plus through multiple colleges, even at the same time. So, for example, we might have a senior here who's taking Mrs. Renfro's College Credit Plus um, college composition, and that's through Kent, while a student is doing an asynchronous College Credit Plus, the history of rock and roll through Tri-C. So you can do multiple colleges and multiple classes at the same time. So the colleges will ask for a permission slip and a mature content waiver. Those have to be signed by the student in order to participate. So make sure you're checking your email for communication from the college after you apply, and they get the final decision. So even on classes we offer here at Bay, like Mrs. Renfro's class, it is up to Kent State to decide to admit you to the CCP program. So how can you participate? Um, Step three is course registration. So the college advisor will discuss course options with you. They will look over your assessment scores. They'll talk about prerequisites, any other requirements, and they will kind of help you understand what would be a good path for you with your career goals and your school goals. So your school counselors here at Bay, we will still help you determine if your graduation requirements are on track and how your CCP courses will be substituted for your courses here. And then we can also help you develop a pathway. So if you look in the course selection guide on the very last page, there is 15 and 30 credit hour pathways to help you determine if there's a path you want to take to earn a certain number of credits of CCP throughout your high school career. So you are allowed to take any level one course. So that is something that the college would work with you to identify. Usually, when you look at a website, like if you Google Tri-C CCP, you'll find a list of their courses and they're labeled whether they're a level one course or not. So, like I said, they have over 1,000 courses, so there are lots of options available. You cannot take a private course like a private music lesson, courses with, astronomically high fees, study abroad, gym, pass-fail courses, or any kind of like religious courses. Those are not eligible to be taken through CCP. So you can take up to 30 credit hours per year total. So that includes your high school credits and your CCP credits. So let's say you're taking 7 credits at Bay High School, you would be able to take 9 credits at, CCP, which would usually be equivalent to about 3 college level classes. You can't take more than 120 hours in your, entire CCP career, but I've never seen anybody approach that. So you're welcome to try though. It's important, this part of the state of Ohio's requirements, that we inform you that males who participate in CCP are required to provide their selective service number to the college or university within 30 days of their 18th birthday. And then it's important to remember that even if you do CCP, whether you are taking it at Cleveland State full time or here at Bay High School or a mix of both, you are still a Bay High School student. You are still invited to all social events. You are have access to your counselors. The only thing that might be different is if you are struggling in a class, you would not have a teacher here at the school necessarily to help you with the subject matter. So that's important to keep in mind. In terms of athletic eligibility, it's important to be in communication with the school if you are an athlete. Make sure you're communicating with your counselor and the athletic department just to make sure that everything you're taking is on track and would be, especially if you are considering NCAA sports in the future, make sure everything is compliant. So there are differences between the rigor of a high school course and a CCP course. So remember that this is a college course. It is a college curriculum. It is not modified to be taught to high school students in any way or seventh grade students in any way. It is the same course that students on campus would take. So there are going to be differences in study time, tests, grades, role of parents, and it's really important to remember that while if you have an IEP or a 504 here at the high school, we are, legally required to honor that. Colleges do not have the same requirements. So the student would need to work with the college or university to communicate what accommodations they need, and is at the discretion of the university to decide whether or not they're going to allow you those accommodations. So make sure you're keeping that in mind if you fall in that category. Um, we kind of covered this already, but I think that it's important to stress the benefits of this program. Like, why would you choose to take a college level class? There are students who do this for a variety of reasons. One is they know that they want to go to an in state college in Ohio, so they are going to try to get some classes out of the way for free. So CCP credits will transfer guaranteed to any other public college or university in the state of Ohio. They are not guaranteed to transfer to out of state schools or private schools. So if you know that you are for sure planning on going to a public university in Ohio, this is a great way to get your credits for college out of the way for free. Your textbooks are paid for. The only thing that is not provided really is transportation. So if you're taking classes on campus, we do not provide transportation. Um, So it is important to remember if you do fail a course or withdraw after the school's deadline, there can be consequences. You can be required to reimburse the school district for the cost of the course. Um, and failing a course, I included this graphic because it's not super common. You can see that almost 92% of students who take CCP pass and less than 3% fail. But it is something you have to be aware of. It's definitely not a blow off course because you can be responsible for hundreds of dollars if you do not pass that course. If you don't maintain a 2.0 GPA at least through the course of College Credit Plus, you can be placed on probation, and you can also be dismissed if you do not improve your scores and grades throughout that time. So it's important to make sure that you are staying aware of that. You can appeal this. I've seen that happen, but it's at the college's discretion as to whether or not to accept your appeal. So it's important to keep that in mind because failing courses can have a big impact since that transcript follows you in colleges that you might want to attend in the future will be able to see that failing grade. And that can also impact your admit entry to an institution later on. It can also affect your financial aid later on or your satisfactory academic progress later on. So that's showing that you are passing a certain proportion of classes that you take. Those are all taken into consideration at post-secondary universities. So you want to make sure that you are setting yourself up for success through the College Credit Plus program. So there are technically 2 options to pay for CCP. I personally don't know why option A exists because I've never seen a student use that one. But they will ask you when you go to register for CCP if you would rather pay through option A or option B. Choose option B, I would recommend. This is the default option. This is the option where we as a school district pay, or the state of Ohio pay for your tuition, fees, and textbooks. So under option A, that is a self-pay option. And uh, if that is a better fit for you for some reason, then that is also an option. All right, and as I mentioned, you will still have access to your high school counselors who are able to assist you with making sure you're meeting your graduation requirements. But at the college level, you will have a college advisor who will help you with course selection. If you're having an issue with a professor or with class material, you would talk to your college advisor. And then your academic supports at the college would be the same as any other college student. You have access to tutoring, the library, advising, that kind of stuff. So this is the big question, like I mentioned earlier, will my credits transfer? If you want to check that, there are many websites and resources you can use. So I have one of them linked here, transfercredit.ohio.gov. So you can put in exactly what class you are taking and then exactly the school you want to go to. And it will tell you what class it's equivalent for and how it will fit in with your plans. All right. So you've listened to the presentation. You're like, all right, sign me up. The first step, and this is the most important thing to hear today, is that you must complete the intent to participate and you must complete it by April 1st. This is a deadline set by the state of Ohio. We have no flexibility on it. The hard deadline, April 1st, 2024. You have to complete the intent to participate. Um, I have a link here that takes you to the form to complete the intent to participate. You can use the QR code to get there now. Any way that you want to fill it out, it is a Google form, and you must complete an intent to participate by April 1st. So that means if you want to take CCP this summer, next fall, or next spring semester. That is what this intent to participate covers. So anytime in the next year. So if you are, even considering the possibility of taking a CCP course, please complete this form. After that, you will apply to the college of your choice. That's your responsibility. You'll meet with your Bay High School counselor and let them know that you applied, and they'll either look up or be sent an authorization to attend. And then you'll work with the college to register for your CCP class of choice and then notify your counselor of any changes so that we can make sure that your Bay High School schedule is a fit. So that is it. I'm going to leave you with this slide so that you have the QR code for the intent to participate form. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Again, I'm Megan Holden at Bay High School or any of your counselors at Bay. And thank you for watching.